So beginning of every month, we break down your Connecticut housing market. Connecticut, by the way, because of the lack of inventory, when I say that word, I mean homes for sale on the market, homes available, okay, that are listed actively for sale. Because we have such a severe lack of homes for sale in this state, we're one of the only handful of states that is pushing price up in a meaningful way. The rest of the country's basically flat. There has been really no price appreciation. You're talking about 1% year over year. Connecticut, on the other hand, single family, let's just stick to single family housing on price appreciation is up over 5%. So when you talk to a housing economist, a lot of times they'll say, if we get 3.5%, 4% plus, something like that, 4%-ish on home price appreciation year over year, that's going to be, that's going to be good, solid, strong. When you start getting up over 5% and you've been doing it consistently like Connecticut, those are really big numbers. So Connecticut price continues to push up. Inventory, supply and demand, big factor. Our neighbors being extremely expensive. Massachusetts, New York, big factor. How much new construction costs because of government regulation as one of the biggest pain points to new construction here in Connecticut, a driving factor for pushing prices up on existing homes. Okay, so those are some of the big, three factors. There's other factors that go into that. July now comes in at just for the month, just for all the homes that sold in July, we had $520,000 median sale price. Now, the record month was not July, it was June. June was $530,000 for the month of June. But those 2 months, June and now July, the last 60 days, when you take a snapshot of a month individually, have been the two highest recorded single-family median sale price months in Connecticut's history. Connecticut's got a long history,
long history. And when you look at the trajectory from February 2026 up to June when we were at that peak, like you guys can't see, we're looking at our chart here like we always do, but it is almost like a straight vertical line from February 2026 with the median sales price at $421,500 to shoot up over the course of 4 months to $530,000.
And that happens every year. Now, when you take a 12-month snapshot, these numbers are not as severe as what Chaz just described. So in the month of February, the homes that sold, the median price was $421,000. Now, that by the way, there was less homes that sold, and there was less of the higher end of the market that was on the market at that time. But this happens every year. If you're looking for, if you look back to 2025, well, the month of January, homes sold for $415,000, and then the high in 2025, the month of June, you had $500,000 median sale price. Okay, so we always say this: you can set your watch to it. Looking to pay the least from the buy side, should be shopping in November, December. I'd be putting my plan together right now. I'd be putting my plan together as a buyer who's like, my number one goal is to pay the least amount in a 12-month snapshot. Now, are you at the record high end of the spectrum in Connecticut this winter? Yeah, but you're going to pay less than you would this summer, this spring season that we just came out of. You're still going to pay, comparing it to any other year in history, probably the highest number of any winter. But that's what real estate does, folks.
Right.
It goes up and to the right consistently. Even when you factor in the GFC, which I lived through, which I lost 3 properties during. What's happened? We've erased all of that time frame. I remember talking to a lot of sellers. They're like, Connecticut will never recover from this.
Took a decade.
And it did take a decade. But when you zoom out 40 years, what does the chart look like? It looks like real estate doing nothing but going up and to the right.
Right.
And even during that decade, if you bought a house on J1 2000 and you sold it in 2010, you were still up. Okay, the market went up 80-something percent, then crashed down 40, 50, 60%. You were still slightly up. Okay, so median sale price, we've got 2 back-to-back record months. June 2026, that month, 530,000 record month. July, 520,000, second highest record month on single-family homes. If we zoom out and just look at where we're at on annual appreciation, the median sale price is at 475,000. So this is annualized, a 12-month rolling number. Okay, so 475,000. When we were at July of 2025, it was 450,000. So median sale price in Connecticut. Somebody asked you, what's the median sale price right now in Connecticut? It's that number. It's not. Don't give them the July number that we just harped on. The number is the 475,000. It's up 5.6% year over year.
And nationally, the median existing single-family home price hit $434,900, which is up 1.5% year over year. It is up from 0.5% in the first quarter. So second quarter, we saw 1.5% growth nationally. But yeah, here in Connecticut, we are up 5.6% and sitting at 475,000 for a median sale price on a single family home, just outpacing the rest of the country by almost $40,000, just over $40,000.
The average sale price, median's the middle. The average is put them all together and you get the average. Self-explanatory, I know. Annualized out on a 12-month rolling. The average sale price right now in Connecticut, 691,000, almost 692,000, up 8.1%. Okay. All right. So here's where prices continue to get pushed up. We don't see a lot of new listings coming to the market. Okay. In July, we saw 3,234 new listings coming onto the market. And that number is down 2.6% on new listings. If you look at last July, we saw 3,319 come on the market. So we're down year over year. We're down month over month. If you zoom out and look at new listings, we're basically at the lowest level really ever recorded outside of November 2023. You could, but these last 3-4 years
Right.
have just been historic lows on new listings, people being willing to sell when you zoom out 25 years.